Hello guys, it's Michal, your favorite pastry chef. Today I'm setting off on a journey to discover the sweet secret of Corsica. So if you want to know what are the real treats of this magical island, watch this video till the end.
When we left Czech Republic, our way led us through beautiful valleys of Austria, the home of the famous Sachertorte, to northern Italy. There we found these super cute llamas, which were surely more pets than farm animals.
Yesterday I arrived in Italy. I had a great night and woke up today with this beautiful view.
The view was really amazing, but I can start a day without a hearty breakfast, especially when I have a long journey ahead of me. Our destination was Livorno, a large port founded in the 16th century. The amazing thing about Italy is that when you feel tired on the road, you can just simply stop the nearest gas station and have an espresso. It's a great shot of energy that helps you stay focused. After a few more espressos, we made it to Livorno.
So we are in Livorno. It's our final destination here in Italy, and tomorrow we're gonna board the ferry and travel to Corsica.
Livorno is one of the ports that you can use for sailing to Corsica. Seeing this giant ship during parking maneuvers is breathtaking, and boarding itself is a very precise process when the cars have to park very close to each other. If you don't pay for the cabin, you have to find your own place on board. When you are lucky, you can observe other majestic ships. The sail from Livorno to Bastia usually takes from 4 to 6 hours. It depends on the weather and other circumstances. Our sail was windy and bumpy, but nothing really uncomfortable. The sea calmed down when we got closer to the Corsican shore, and the stunning views of the coastline began to unfold before us. Here you can see the harbor pilot. He knows the local condition and is responsible for the safe docking maneuver. And there is Bastia, finally. The unloading of cars from the ship is perfectly organized by the crew. Our first trip took us to the other side of the island, to the city of Ilrus. You can translate it as a red island. The name comes from the reddish color of the granite rocks that surround the town. When we found a city parking spot, we decided to take a small city tour. During this tour, we bumped into a nice pastry shop with a rich selection of various pastries. We simply couldn't resist and asked for some traditional and local treats. Then we moved to the beach and found a nice and calm spot for the tasting.
So here we have sciarcioli. I hope I'm saying it right. It should be made from fresh goat or sheep cheese with lemon, and it's really delicious. It's strong taste of lemon. It's very fresh, not so sweet, and I really love it. So this is sciarcioli.
Sciarcioli is usually served for Easter, so we were lucky to get some in the middle of summer.
So we have fiadone. It's made from brocciu, which is cheese, also goat or sheep, but it's made from whey. So with lemon, it's really delicious.
Actually, the correct pronunciation is broch, not brocciu. I'll remember that. Then we quickly moved to the mountains, where we had reservation at a small family restaurant.
Yesterday we had a dinner in an amazing restaurant just behind my back. We were surrounded by the Corsican nature and the mountains. It was a wonderful experience. Today when we got breakfast there, I spoke with the owner and she told me more and more details about the Corsican pastries and the traditions. So watch this video till the end to see what's going on.
The restaurant also offers accommodations, which we happily took advantage of, so we could sample some delicious Corsican wines. From our room, the path to the restaurant led us through a beautiful garden and pastures. While there was no indoor seating, the outdoor decor was charming and inviting. The service was exceptional. The staff gently guided us through the entire dinner, sharing the story behind each dish. More than just a restaurant, it functions as a farm, with almost every piece of meat and vegetable on our plates produced locally. The food was stunning, bursting with flavors and rich tastes. We couldn't have asked for more. In fact, we did ask for 3 desserts. As a pastry chef, desserts hold a special significance for me, and I simply couldn't resist trying their offerings. Breakfast was modest but offered everything we could have wished for. A great cup of coffee, delicious homemade jam, a croissant and a baguette. With all the nature around, I wished that this moment would never end. It fulfilled my heart with joy. While almost leaving this magical place, we met the owner, and I had a great conversation with her about local pastries and traditions. She gave me a taste of farmer's broch and biscuits that she made herself, which are traditional to the village. With the rest of biscuit in my hand, I was looking forward to more gastronomical adventures. Our way led us again to the other side of the island. Interesting fact, if you are under pressure and don't have much time, you can still stop at the nearest supermarket and you will surely find some local Corsican products. But I had another plan in my head. From the conversation with the amazing Corsican women who owns the restaurant, I got some tips on places I wanted to visit. I did some research and found out that there is a place where you can experience the traditions. We had to leave the sea and go to the center of Corsica. A winding road led us there, and surrounded by beautiful mountains, you can find Corte, the former main city of Corsica, guarded by an amazing citadel.
We are in Corte, former main city of Corsica, a place where you can find some of the oldest pastry shops. And it is the best place where to buy some traditional pastries and desserts.
My first steps led me to a small pastry shop selling authentic Corsican beignet. Just around the corner, not far from the city center, I found it. As I approached the shop, I could smell the amazing aroma of these little golden fried treasures. Some were sweet, filled with broch or apples and coated in sugar, while others were savory, filled with salty pickled broch. We bought some of each, because choosing just one type seemed impossible. Then we went back to the city center. There, right on the main street, you can find a very old and traditional pastry shop that was established in 1933. The selection is quite extensive, including traditional Corsican pastries, biscuits, pies and cakes, as well as some classic French delights. They also offer delightful chocolate bonbons in various flavors, with some, like chestnut honey, representing the true taste of Corsica. We made our choice and moved on to another stop. Every time I visit a place I don't know, I ask the staff for advice and listen to them very carefully. I have to say that it's fantastic to observe how the presentation of classic desserts varies from village to village and even from one shop to another. When I'm on a journey like this, I always want to try as many treats as possible, hoping to understand the rich variety and differences. Visiting more and more places is very helpful to me, and meeting people passionate about gastronomy brings joy to my life. With a full box of delicacies and smile on our faces, we made our way back to the shore for our big tasting. I have to be honest with you, this scene was in my plan from the beginning. Sitting by the sea, sipping a nice cup of coffee, enjoying delicious food, and observing the surroundings. This is my vision for exploring different places around the world through pastries, desserts, and food. I want the environment to influence my mind while my taste buds discover new flavors and textures. I love it. With every new piece of pastry I take, I can feel the subtle differences that aren't obvious at first sight. The influence of broach saltiness is evident in almost every piece of pastry where they are used. When combined with beignet covered in sugar, it creates an explosion of flavors. Meanwhile, the almonds and chestnut flour in amaretti bring out the delightful earthy taste that keeps you wanting more. You can't wait to try another piece. It's time to enjoy a few last bites and say goodbye to the sea. It was amazing. And now we come to the practical conclusion of my video. Here's my selection of delicacies you simply can't miss when visiting Corsica. Gâteau à la farine de châtaigne is a great way how to taste local chestnuts. Biscuits with some citrus marmalade is always a good choice. Beignet au broche, no more words needed. Moelleux à la châtaigne, another chestnut delicacy. Fiadone might look slightly different in other parts of the island. This amaretti combined chestnut flour and almonds. Also, ambruciata might look slightly different, but this one was really delicious. Falculel is a specialty of Corte.
This was Corsica, beautiful island full of gastronomic treasures, far beyond just pastries. For me, the real secret behind Corsican desserts and pastries is the island itself and people who live here. The key ingredients like lemons, almonds, chestnut, honey, olive oil and many others tell the story of this land. If you want to enjoy a trip to Corsica with amazing desserts, go for traditional ones, you won't regret. If what I shared with you helps any way, that makes me truly happy. Don't miss my next video, subscribe, like and share your experience in comments.